top of Old Smoky, all covered with snow. I lost my true lover from courting too slow. Hey everyone, welcome to the UkeStuff YouTube channel. Today I have a review of a ukulele accessory called the Uke Buddy. Now this is a little different approach to another idea about putting something on your strings. The original version, which was made by Travis Perry, actually went on Shark Tank, and the idea was to help guitar players because most guitar players, 7 out of 10, quit in the first 2 months of playing. And his idea was a button press system that would work for today and creating resources for that. So this is the Uke Buddy, a relatively new product that it does capitalize on the popularity of the ukulele, which I don't have a problem with. And what I'm always interested in are devices that can help people that may not have full access to all their fingers, or they may have some motion issues or other things, other disabilities that would keep them from playing the ukulele. Now, I'm going to talk about this. Now, the first thing I want to point out is that unlike another product that's been around for like 50 years, and I've reviewed that recently, and someday I'll do a comparison between this and that device. This is a tenor ukulele. It's my Bonanza Tenor. It has a aspen front and black walnut body and sides. This is a tenor neck, and I'm using this device on a tenor neck. I've used it on a concert. I've used it on a soprano. So with all those things in mind, it's a little more flexible, and I just want to show you what that's all about. So it has these little pads on it with, it's on a plastic mount, and when you press down, the little pads then press the instrument where it needs to stop. Now, you normally get shipped with a blue dot for C if you want to put it on. Then G would be the red chord, and then F would be the green chord. Now, I wish sort of that they had followed the sort of the color coding of some other situations. Red is often C, green is often G. So F would normally be another color than green. G would be another color other than red, but that's okay, and I'll show you why in just a second. They have thought about in their own approach about this. Now, with the original Guitar Buddy, you then disconnect pieces of it as you advance, eventually leaving you with just the regular guitar neck that you're playing on. The Uke Buddy is kind of an all or nothing. These don't appear to come off. Now, there's this little twisty dial. It's really well constructed, and I'll show you what it looks like. I just took off the tightening screw, but then it basically has two major parts. I'll put the ukulele down there. It has the main body part with the little tips on it, and then there's only one way to put this side piece on, and these adjust and grip near the nut of your ukulele. And I just dropped that, so give me 1 second. Okay, and then you just tighten it down with this plastic screw, and it works really, really well. So I like the construction. I really like the size of the buttons. I think that's great. Then they give you a booklet that is got to get out of the glare of the light, the Uke Buddy by Chord Buddy Songbook. And you have, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 folk songs to start with. And they are folk songs, public domain. I kind of wish they would have added Happy Birthday in here as well. And each one has the standard first page, but each one has its own little character playing, it looks like often a guitar, although some are ukuleles. So some are guitars and ukuleles with little characters playing it. And then if you can see, there's the image of a chord in a color with also the letter name, just in case you're maybe colorblind. So say like C, blue, G, red, and so forth. through those chords on each page. And what I like about that is that once you do take the Chord Buddy off, then you actually have the standard chord diagram to look at, although they are rather tiny. There's a part of me that wishes that the book had been printed maybe, with a larger font for the music in 2 halves rather than each page. But I get it. I'm not going to complain with that. On the back page, you get kind of a pitch to consider the Chord Buddy on the guitar when you're ready to move to the guitar, which I think is great. Seriously, that's a good idea in terms of advertising. But then what really makes this sort of a cool product is that there's also an app for Android and iPhone, and it's not that advanced of an app. And I will put an image of me scrolling through the app up over here. But when you're looking at that app, it takes you to a main home page, shows you their web page, and then it has a link to video lessons where each one of these songs is taught by Travis Perry with the colors of the chords right on that page. So that's all good. Now let me just give you my couple of additional thoughts of it. Do I think that it's worth the money? The answer is yes, especially if you're a person looking for a way to adapt a ukulele to someone with some kind of special playing need. Unfortunately, it doesn't also go left-handed. It'd be nice if this were reversible somehow. I don't think it can be, but it'd be nice if it was. The second thing in being a little critical is that I would like if there were 3 buttons instead of just a sticker for the C, because of the tactile experience. Easier to press the button than it is to feel on the string. But also, I wish there was a 4th button. I wish there was one for C. I wish there was one for A minor. Now, it looks like they were originally selling it with a yellow sticker for A minor, because when you get to the last couple pages of the book, looking at page 13, so Home on the Range, there's an A minor chord asked for in yellow, and it's a little tricky to get to with the Chord Buddy, or the Uke Buddy, sorry. And so I would love to see that yellow dot added in and the C, if they can find a way to make it work. Even if these things have to pop out a little more or something, I would really like that, because you can get into so many more songs with those 4 chords. You don't have to necessarily play a G7, you can play a G. So you could have C, F, G, and A minor, and that would open up a whole lot of songs you can play with those first 4 chords that you just really can't play quite yet without that A minor that's taken out. And that's really the only negative that I can tell you about it. And on a side note, the other product that's been around for 50 years has no minor chords on it either. So I'm certainly not complaining in any fact. It's just, I would love to see that added. So I think Travis Perry has a great idea here. I think some people will buy this and benefit from it because they'll be able to play how many ever songs out of the songbook and be just happy. I think the resources of the videos, which are not on YouTube, they're on another server when you pop up and watch them within the app, I think that's a great addition, so some people can get some individualized teaching one-on-one, even with a video. That's great. I think it's well thought out, and I definitely recommend it. I like the quality of it. It feels good. I like the buttons. I just wish that it had 2 more chords on it. So that is the Uke Buddy. I want to thank them for sending this to me. I contacted them after I saw Daniel Holbert's at Circuits and Strings channel talk about doing this. I immediately wrote the company and said, hey, I'd love to do a review of this product, and they were very kind and sent me one out to review. And this year is ideal with some younger students playing ukulele. I'll make sure that I keep this around because it can be used on a soprano or a concert or a tenor ukulele. I'll keep this around and work and see how that helps my students with that. Now in the future, I'll do a real quick review soon with this and with the other product that's been around for a while, just so you can see the differences between the 2 of them and how they may be similar or different, and what's good on one and what's better on the other, and that sort of thing. So I think that covers it. So that's the Uke Buddy by Chord Buddy, a device made to go on your instrument to help you learn how to play ukulele that eventually you can take off. And again, I love that it's adjustable and can be used on soprano, concert, or tenor. Thanks for watching, and we'll have more content for you in the future, and we'll catch you next time.